We're live. Bam. Checking connection. Double living. Oh, I can turn off Wi-Fi just to be safe. What is up, nerds? Nerds. We ain't talking about that whack-ass candy. Oh, I kind of enjoyed it. But, you know, now that we get older, no more that kind of nerds. Now we're talking about damanerds. Thank you all for hanging out with us. This is a live stream 5th year anniversary.
Let's go, baby. Big high fives.
5
years.
5 years.
Yo, and 5 years, let's have a cheers kampai.
Cheers kampai. We're doing a live stream right now over on YouTube. Thank you all so much. Because, you know, Rod is in Japan.
Yes, I am.
We're hanging out.
And, you know, we always say it ain't often, but it seems to be kind of often these days, doesn't it?
Yes.
I ain't complaining.
Nope. So, hey, we're going to be doing this. This is something a little special because, yes, we're on YouTube this time. We're getting a little spam jam going over on Instagram. If anyone's hanging out, there you go.
Yeah.
You guys got to go to the YouTube channel.
If you're on the YouTube, you can see what's happening. You don't just hear it.
Hey. Hopefully we're doing it. Maybe we got to bring the mic a little closer. Let us know how everything's sounding, how everything's rocking and rolling over here in Japan. Right now, it is December, Wednesday, the 20th. This is not an official Nerds episode, but this is your official Nerds doing an episode.
Random live episode.
5 years anniversary. You know, we're here and we got beers and we're just gonna hang out. So come hang out with us and enjoy the show. We have a few announcements that we'll be making a little later on in the episode. But hey, Rod's got some mochi ice cream. He's about to scarf down before it gets too warm, and then it's just like liquid mochi
ice cream. If you've never had this stuff, you're missing out. You want one, bud?
I'm okay.
All right.
The sweets and the alcohol don't usually mix, even though that's not like super sweet. But I'm gonna pass.
It's a little sweet. I don't eat as much ice cream in Canada as I do in Japan. That's for damn sure.
So we've been hanging out 5 years. Episode 6.3 has gone out. Episode 6.4 is recorded. Episode 6. Oh wait, no. Episode 6.2 is out. No, 3 with Ole. 4 has been recorded, and 5 has been recorded as well. Yes. Yeah, you know, the nerds have trying to keep themselves busy, but at the same time, there's a lot of stuff that can be difficult to navigate through this hard world that we live in. You know, we all try to enjoy, and that's what I think has us like all being buds, homies around kendama, because we're all struggling in many facets all over the place. But the kendama is like the meditation tool that we all agree upon and
what
get stoked with.
Keeps it right in the cup, you know, instead of wobbling around all over the place. You're right there.
You're right there,
just sitting in the cup.
Yeah, just like the nerds. Hey, we've got some nerds coming in. Lynch, Kelly's are here. Thanks for the congrats. 5 years. You know, again, so
yes, sir.
Haven't been so on it. You know, to tell everyone the truth. You know, depression's real.
I mean, it happens.
You know, and I think that's the thing that like caused me really, really hard to just not be active with the nerds, which in fun, like during the whole pandemic. Because funny thing is that like I think for the majority of people, a lot of people started like podcasts during that time because they had nothing else to do. Hey, let's chat on Zoom. Let's get together and let's do this thing. We already had the ball rolling. Nerd ball was rolling.
We had the nerd ball,
but. There was so much shit on my end over here in Japan, with me personally, with me like, you know, financially, the company that I was working with, and that took its toll, and sadly was unable to fulfill the duty of the nerds to keep that nerd ball rolling.
And I mean, every once in a while, you know, we trip or stumble, but look at us, the nerd ball rolls. It ain't stopping. It ain't going nowhere.
We
can't stop
there's
this
a
ball.
There's a small like little, you know, flat zone that we hit.
Yeah. You know, we lost a little momentum. It's like, you know, you go down the track, hit a flat spot, and you're like, oh shit. Oh, we're still going.
Oh, we still got a little momentum in.
Look, there's a hill.
little bit more momentum.
Oh shit!
Oh
shit!
We're rolling deeper and deeper into it. Hopefully, everyone's having a good time. All the Euro homies. I'm not sure what time it is. I know over in North America.
Mm-hmm.
If you're on the East Coast, it's probably morning. So good morning, morning cheers to all you nerds out there.
West Coast as well, right?
But you know what? There's changes are happening. There's going to be a lot more stuff. I know it sounds like a broken record because I've said this before.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, I'm like, yeah, 2023.
Would you have like changes on the way though?
We have changes on the way.
Some additional nerd balls being loaded into the nerd pipeline,
Cannon,
about to be blasted out of the nerd cannon into the nerdiverse. For all of you little nerdlings.
So this is this is something that's true and like something that we all see. Something that me and Rob got on.
Mm-hmm. Man, and like
we got the Kendertainment jams.
Oh yeah,
we are working.
We're out here.
Creating more merch. Right, got a bunch of stuff on the way. So just to let everyone know, I'm hoping to do new drops every month, creating new designs of merch that you can pick up, either focused around kendama, but if it's going to have the logo of Kendertianment or Damanerds on it. But that's something that I want to pursue and get that nerd ball continue to roll. Another part of it that will give us the momentum in between, shows, in between episodes. Absolutely. But that being said, I definitely want to crank up the output of episodes. Because me and Rod today we hung out, we went filming. That's another part of the future plans that we have, some cool stuff, and making more episodes. We were just talking like we have so many people that we need to talk to. Too many people. It is really insane.
But that just means we gotta work a little faster and get through everybody. Keep it going. Keep it. Oh, I knew it was gonna happen. Jacob Gill. Oh,
coming in
the old whirlwind. I don't even have a Dama out. I'll grab one.
I'm gonna go sweets. Mini. Yep. Because I'm gonna go true,
well, but I'm gonna bring out the.
I'm going
the new boy.
Cover my eyes for this to focus. Gotta cover Rod's eyes too. Yeah. Old school cross Ken gang.
Become the Ken.
Oil and check. 5th year.
With the mini, I like it.
We want you to do it first.
Oh!
There you have it. A great start to the episode.
That was sick.
Yeah. So.
Oh man.
So yeah. If anyone, Zach Gallagher, jump over on YouTube. You just missed a sweets.
I don't think he's in it
most massive sweet special.
Holy shit.
So yeah, dudes and everyone, more stuff in the pipeline. Different stuff.
Man. And like, yeah. I was gonna say we've also just been like seeing stuff today. I was gonna derail the conversation a little bit. That's why I kind of hesitated.
Do it.
We've been, I've been in Japan now since the 5th of December. It's not 20th. That's 2 weeks and a bit. Fuck, time flies, man.
That
feels like it's been like a week.
That's good. I mean, average, vacation's probably like what? A week?
I mean,
10 days?
At this point, this is an average Rod vacation.
That's a Rod.
I'm fucking busting my ass to make this shit happen. So,
Yeah.
And here we are. But anyways, yeah, I've been mucking around. We had Catch and Flow, which if you didn't see the Catch and Flow live stream, you missed this guy looking as good as he ever has.
Oh my god!
Crispiest little camera ever.
I don't know. I went back and I was like, how did my stash get like divided? It's like
you can see individual little things.
Split. It's like 2 tails.
Holy shit.
Any case, but yeah, the crispiest stuff thanks to Glowcan Hand. They're the ones that brought it. Really, I had some equipment that nobody asked me to bring, and I was like, all right, we could do it this way. But he talked with Kota, and Kota's like, maybe you could use that, but Glowcan has all this streaming equipment.
Yeah,
because
the best streaming equipment.
They've been streaming for a long time. I don't know if you guys follow Glowcan on their YouTube channel. If not,
you better be.
Something to do.
Should be.
Yes, there's the language barrier there, but hey, if you are into kendama and you have any interest in Japanese, immersion type of learning is Really important. So that is just when you're listening. Doesn't matter if you understand or not. You just listen.
It's true. It helps.
Yeah, it really does. So go there, check it out. And again, they do these live streams. Like the one that I remember is like for World Cup, they get together, they gather as many people as they can within the kendama community in Japan, and they're like, we're gonna do all 100 tricks. And they have like, you know, the young kids like do all level 1s, and they're on this massive Zoom call.
Wait, don't you mean the young kids doing the level 12s while all us
They
fuckers
I think they stop at level 10.
No.
And usually it's just like usually they leave it up to like easy. And maybe some of the other pros, but you know, there's not. I mean, there's a good amount of heavy hitters, but like the kids weren't around, you know.
I mean, yeah,
like
the young kids hadn't gotten so strong.
Maybe they were like just, you know, it's a big thing because you're like in that Zoom room hanging out for a long time for that stream, you know.
Oh yeah.
So I remember like Easy was always one that is in the HQ of Gloken, and he was like, okay, once they get up there, you know, him and Kota are like, you know, throwing back.
yeah, that sounds about right. It's funny actually. I was just with EG and Kota also. I was in Okinawa for 4 days. 4 days, 4 nights, and such a good time. We've been doing this same trip for the last 2-3 years. And redemption on the fucking big can. You guys laughed at me last live like this when I got the shit up my nose and fucking this time I popped her open. You guys didn't even see it. It was so sick.
To derail yet again. Yeah. What was that last? That was this year?
Was that KWC?
In the summer?
I believe so, yeah.
When you were here?
Yeah, I think so.
We did a live stream on Instagram.
It might have been last Catch and Flow actually.
And I believe I posted it only up for the patrons.
Oh.
So it's up on there if you haven't seen it.
If you don't know,
the full like 3 hours.
Because there's some good stuff on there that you don't see otherwise.
And and
better stuff on the way. Actually,
the pop here, yes, better stuff on the way. But in any case, we got a few beers, so you know we're gonna be having a good time reviewing some Japanese beers. This is Asahi Super Dry. You know, classic
also
kind of
super wide.
Super wide. It is designed to be a. You know,
it won't do it. Oh, there we go. Super wide.
It is designed to be like a draft beer out of the can. That's why you can peel the whole thing off like it's a sardine can.
It's wild.
Yeah. There's the top.
Yeah.
For it.
Stick her back in there, bud.
Okay. And yeah, last time, it kind of exploded on us, but it was.
I mean, exploded is it's a big word.
Up.
Big word.
Overflowed. Flowed.
Anyways, so yeah, I was with Kota and EG in Okinawa for 4 nights, staying at this after school care house where like the kids come and hang out and play and ride unicycles, and there's all these games, and they play kendama and Taki-san and all those guys that work at the place. It's called Lekimoki. And it's like this wooden treehouse kind of looking place, and it's so cool, man. They have a million kendamas and komas, like spin tops where you wrap the string and throw them. Like it's also a traditional Japanese toy.
Yeah.
They also have a kente system for that, like koma kente, in the same ways that we have kendama kente.
Yeah.
So they have a set of tricks. So there's like some of the local kids that live there were challenging the koma kente. Like we're all having like this kind of vibe, sitting around a table at dinner.
Spin top, right?
Yes, a spin top. And we were sitting there having beers and drinking and hanging out, and we were taking turns one at a time doing kente in front of everyone, kind of thing. It was super fun. I have never done the full master one from the new one. I did like the original year, but then they changed it.
Oh, word?
Yeah, so I haven't finished all the way up to the first queue. I got the second one. I got to the second one. I blame the awamori, which is an Okinawan sake, basically. Which if you never tried,
deadly.
Be careful.
Yeah, be careful.
EG can attest.
Yeah.
Good evening, Patrick Provost.
What up, nerd?
What up, nerd?
Thanks for joining the nerd ball.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a good one. We're gonna be just jamming out.
Absolutely. But yeah, so I was session in Okinawa. We're doing that, and there was this kid who was challenging the koma kente as well. And it was fucking cool to watch, being an outsider, somebody who's like in the same realm of like, you know, like a wooden
Skill
toy
toy.
with tricks, a string,
Mhm,
you know,
mhm.
same kind of shit. You're
Okay.
spinning it, you're throwing it, you're doing like just with the string, all
Yeah.
this shit, and just to see the moves and like all that stuff was really cool actually. One of the coolest parts about it was that EG got into the coma thing while we were there,
Oh.
and Taki gave him one. He was like, "Show me that trick." And but the last night I think it was we were there.
Yeah.
He challenged the first like level of it, and he
Oh,
fucking
okay,
did
okay.
it. He did
No
it. He got the
way.
very first like lowest level, like Shodan. That's what
Yeah,
it was. First
Shodan.
dan
Nice.
of coma.
Yeah.
So shout out EG for sticking it because he's a fucking OG.
Man.
Just shredder in general. Just fucking throws down.
And maybe in his,
Loved it.
you know, in his home realm almost.
Dude, yeah. I mean, actually, funny you say that because his family actually is from Okinawa.
Okinawa originally.
I found out while we were there. We went to the
And I
conveni.
found out through him finding out.
Yeah, we're eating this. We found these ice cream bars that he was taking a picture of it. Well, Zawa, classic Zawa, had the ice cream bar like this in front of his face and was taking pictures of it and some stupid Zawa shit.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
Yeah, and so I saw that and like kind of talked about like what the fuck, like why that one kind of thing or something. And he's like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess his family owns the business and makes them. So we went to
Oh.
this like ice cream shop. Like it was like a nice little sit down restaurant kind of thing, but they also did kakigori, which is
Shaved
like
ice.
shaved ice, but it was like this
Bish knows.
pile of shaved ice, and
Yeah.
we got, and then the bottom of the one, we all got the same one. 9 of us all got the same one. It is what was it called? Zasashi or something. I don't remember the Japanese word, but it was like in the bottom was like a bowl of like sweet like red beans and mochi and like this saucy milky kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then the kakigori on top, and it had this
Yeah.
like milky kind of thing around it.
Yeah, there's a specific.
It's a little dairy heavy for me. It's not what I'm usually down with, but like it was.
They put the
fucking
condensed
delicious.
milk in that jam, right?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
And it was fucking good though. And like it's warm in Okinawa. Like here in Tokyo, it's a little chilly. Like like I'm wearing like a fucking like thermal underlayer kind of shirt and shit.
You got the
I
beanie.
got the beanie
You got
on
two?
with the toucan, but
The
shit,
toucan?
making me call it a beanie. Jesus fucking Christ, but-
Get her.
But yeah, so it was
Friggin'
warm
right.
down there. We're eating the kakigori. It was beautiful down sitting. I went to the beach for a bit. Lots of cool stuff. It was great.
Yeah. That's the Okinawa jam, and like that was
Okinawa
really
jam.
awesome to see and to have go down.
Dude.
You know,
It was really cool to like just be there with all the kids. I've been there 3-4 years or 3 years in a row now, I guess, and just to see all these same people and see the kids grow a little bit and get like better at kendama, come back and challenge the kente at a higher level.
dude.
Like
Yeah.
perform a little better in the competition, like mini
Yep.
competition that we had and shit.
Yep.
If you saw on my Instagram, I did a quick random live stream. I tried to catch Zawa sleeping,
Yeah.
and he was sleeping at the bench doing the DJ thing, and he literally was just passing out doing the classic head bob. So I just put and I was in the middle of competing, but I saw it and I took my phone out and just hit live stream real quick and put it at his computer so it was like facing him, and then like ran back to the spot so I could compete still. And he ended up waking up, and then we just kind of did the whole event for a little while. Anyways, but it was a little bit of it. Just cool to see a lot of the growth of a scene, that I'm not really a part of, but like just as an accessory every once in a while I come in. And it's sick. Oh, too much gain.
Thanks for letting me know, because on the levels, I was in the middle. I was in the middle of my levels over here. Thanks for letting me know, Roger. I was thinking maybe we were too low because we only had like two. Let us know.
Yeah, we got like on the YouTube screen. There's a little green bar.
Yeah. And it sounded like we were too quiet.
Too
But,
much gain.
There's never too much gain. More gain.
Yo, where's that gain button?
Where's
I'm
my-
turning this shit up a little bit more here real quick.
guitar talk for the guitarists out there.
Crank her to 11.
More gain. 11, all 11s.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
dude, and that's like the coolest thing, like how you get to, especially in your shoes, Rod, because you're the nerd, coming to Japan and being a part of sharing the love of Dama from the U.S. or North American perspective. North American perspective.
Yeah.
To people in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's so different. And then also being able to experience at a deeper level, more than just coming to Japan, going to an event, meeting a few people, going to one jam. You see the deeper side of what it's like in Japan.
Yeah, man.
The
And
kendama community.
I'm super fucking lucky and like super grateful to be able to do the things that I do and to like meet people I meet
Yeah.
and to have these interactions and stuff. It really means the world to me. It's such a beautiful thing. And to like,
Yeah.
like I said, like I like kind of like watching these kids grow, you know, like even if it is bit by bit, whatever, I meet them like every year, twice a year, whatever. Even like the ones that I see more often, like I was also that came with us to Okinawa was the Soul crew, like Chad Covington and Noah and Juryu and Mizuki. And like those kids are so sick. I've hung out with Noah for a long time, Juryu a long time as well. But Mizuki not as much. And just the three of them, like I've known Mizuki for a long time, but I haven't like spent that much time with her.
She's been jamming down for a long time.
Yeah, dude, long time. The three of them have really.
Yeah. Juryu I never really met until recently. But
Juryu told me this trip that I was the first foreign kendama player that he met.
Whoa.
And I didn't realize that. And I was like, oh, cool. And I remember Juryu being this little kid, this little kind of chubby kid, just fucking seshing at Moo Moo Coffee. And he's just like wearing this like massive, like colorful leather jackets and like always a baseball cap and just kind of like.
I remember the baseball cap.
Yeah.
When he was younger,
he was like kind of shy, but also just like, hey.
Wanting
more like awkward than shy, I guess is a better way to put it. But
You know,
not even I'm not like I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I kind of also just like
we were all there.
Yeah. And
we
anyway,
all, you know,
it's now he's like this young man. You know, he's got the fancy hairdo. He's got the chain on. He looks like he's like 25, even though he's only 16.
Right.
I love that kid. He's great shit. But then there's also like Noah again, same thing. You know, and so, I don't know. I'm lucky
Dama girl
to be around all these beautiful people and to watch them grow and stuff. It really, fucking does wonders for my soul. It really does. Touches this nerd right where he needs to be touched.
Next, beer surprise.
Yeah, I couldn't say no to this one. Close your eyes.
Oh, it works.
Beer surprise.
Sorry, there's a eye recognition on our camera that I'm using.
How do you know it worked if your eyes were closed, bro? What the fuck?
I saw the shit.
I'm just kidding.
Surprise. So what is the surprise?
Let's find
Koku no.
Wait.
I can't read that kanji.
Yeah, me neither.
Koku no premium na ajiwai. It tastes fancy. It has the flavor of fancy.
Namabiru.
Namabiru.
Namabiru. Oh, I fucking Japanese poured it again. Fuck.
This is Sapporo Roger. Dude, you remember Roger? Roger was a part of the most epic outro ever of Damanerds.
Oh, the KWC one?
Yeah.
Roger, were you one of the dudes from living in Okinawa? One of the dudes that was just randomly there.
Tall guy.
The tall guy. Yeah.
Army, military.
That's literally who I pictured.
Friend.
Yeah. Sick.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So dope.
Dude, yes. And now he is one of us. Sorry, I was going to give you this one. Then I realized it was my glass. Yours.
Yeah, you pour yours. Surprise.
Surprise. Come by. I don't know. The surprise is it's fish flavored.
I was about to say it's like almost like smoky,
but it is kind of
second.
I wonder, is every can different? Is that why it's a surprise?
I don't know. We're gonna check it out.
Yeah, surprise is
tall boy.
Actually delicious for a Sapporo.
Hop. All it says. What's in here? Hop.
Fucking kanji makes everything alcohol, so 6%. Hard to read.
No, but okay, wait, yeah, there's it's wheat and hop. That's it.
I mean, that's a beer.
And then the wheat is just saying that it's from overseas wheat.
It's 6% alcohol.
All right, but yeah, okay. But ranking?
What do we do? Out of 10? Out of 100. Out of 100.
I would say it's better than that super dry.
Yeah.
Definitely better than the super dry.
Mm-hmm.
We got some good stuff at the, at the tail end of our collection.
This is decent, actually. It's not
surprise!
Bad.
It's decent.
That's what I said. The surprise is the Sapporo that tastes good.
Yes, coming out to KWC. Do it.
Oh, let's go.
Everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. But
good
yeah.
Stuff.
So you've been around. You've been featured on TV as well.
Yeah.
And that's something that was really cool. Like,
dude, people have noticed me too. Like a few people just on the street this trip have been like,
"Oh, no way!"
Yeah, like I was in Akihabara. I was with Wyatt Bray and his cousin, and we were in the shop or whatever, and I went out early while they were paying for stuff, and I'm just chilling.
The maid cafe, you mean the shop?
No, actually, well, that was the second floor. We were on the first floor, but anyway, so I'm standing outside waiting for them, and I'm just playing kendama, just waiting. And this dude kind of like, I have my hoodie on like this, and this dude kind of just like came into my field of vision, like sideways like this, just looking at me, and he was like about this close, like kind of thing, and I was just kind of like, hey, like what the fuck kind of thing, and then he's like, oh, like starts talking, he's like, oh, you're good at that thing, wait. You're on that TV show. You want Nanishini Nihoi.
Yeah.
Just to show him, just like, yeah, that was me kind of thing. It was super funny. It was just like, wow. Dude, Nakihara randomly just recognized me.
Yeah. And we talked about it on episode, I think it was 6-1, when it was just the two of us, how it's like, yeah, that is like a massively popular show. I've mentioned it before in past episodes, like in Japan, if you're someone who is stoked on a Japanese cultural item, everyone's like, oh, like they love it, which, it makes sense. They're have a lot of pride with the stuff that they have. There's a lot of high quality, and that's something that people in Japan, very high, like really, really important craftsmanship and everything, every like small detail work and stuff. And that's why, of course, it's got like the best kendamas, Kazuma-san, Iwata Kobo, Mugen Muso. There's such a fine amount of detail, and I'm sure you can appreciate, especially with this current work, that
the tamas and shit. Like,
come on, dude, you're gonna make more than one?
That shit that I've like thought about, and like seen other woodworkers do similar kind of things, but like not a tama, not like this, and I just like that would be cool if applied to a kendama. Yeah, and like by the time I've thought about it, this man has already done it.
He's like, oh yeah. I know, I planned that out last year. Yeah. It's in process now. It's rolling. But yeah, so people get it all about it, and so they have this whole TV program where people crews, not like massive crew. It's like a camera person, a translator, and then a director or producer, and they go, or it's a director, and they go to the international airports, like in Osaka, in Kansai, and in Tokyo as well, and they just wait for people to come out, and they see, oh, you interesting? Hey, let's talk to this person. So on this side, this trip, Catch and Flow. It's December right now, so everyone who came in the surge of Catch and Flow players, Wyatt got interviewed.
Yeah, interviewed. Yeah.
Fred from Crom and Albert were also interviewed, and Albert and Fred actually said, yeah, you can follow us, and they've said that the crew was at Catch and Flow filming the whole thing, and that they wanted a little more like, what is that, like I was talking with Albert after Catch and Flow about this, and he's like, yeah, they want us, like, they said, what do you want from Japan, like what is like maybe a souvenir or something. It's like I don't know. Oh yeah, we need souvenirs. Yeah, we want to get souvenirs. And I think like they suggested like a 100 yen store. It's like, oh, it's really cool. So I think they might show, like, if they do show it, because there's been times I've been on the show, I've been interviewed twice. The first time they didn't use me, I got a sticker. And the second time I was used, they talked with me for like 2 hours, and then I had like maybe a 5-minute bit within the show. Very jealous. But it was Corona times. Like I was just in my room this whole time. In any case, and Albert was like, yeah, so like, I think it was like 2 days after Catch. He's like, yeah, we're going to meet up with them, and we're going to go shopping to a 100 yen store, like a dollar store.
That's so funny.
Which, by the way, if anybody comes to Japan, like, that is the place to go.
Actually, a cool thing. It's
this again. I'm talking about quality in Japan. These things are made. All the items are made in China, yes, but they're all designed in Japan. And the people who are crafting these things, making these designs for all of these appliances, these items, are Japanese companies, and they oversee the production that happens over in China. And the shit is quality. You buy something at the dollar store. I mean, is there a Canadian dollar store?
The Real Canadian Dollar Store, bud.
The Looney Bin?
No, that's the name of it. The Real Canadian Dollar Store. But there's obviously there's a lot. Dollarama.
It should be the Looney Bin.
The loony bin. Oh, there probably is one. If there isn't, I'm starting one when I get home.
Come on.
That's just a moneymaker.
So,
there's no way that people aren't going to the loony bin.
That's the one.
Yeah.
So in North America, yeah, you go to a dollar store and you get it, and you're like, okay, yeah, this it makes sense. This is $1 worth of item. But in Japan, no, shit lasts a long time, high quality, great designs, and I guess maybe in the future, who knows? Hopefully they'll use it, and we'll have more kendama on that show, showing the people.
Yeah.
Hey, some Scandinavians.
I mean, shit.
Kendama.
They have a whole bunch of footage of me at KWC. They didn't use those motherfuckers, so get it out there.
Yep. There's a lot, and that is something that we mentioned that we wanted to put on the Patreon. I still want to do that, but actually wanted to add subtitles.
Yes,
I wanted to add subtitles.
I have it on my Instagram currently.
You put it on the Instagram,
and I'm surprised it's still there.
It's a 14-minute bit, but yeah, I just need to work. Yeah, that's a good amount of work to do subtitles. I could do it
I was thinking about doing it for the Instagram. That's why it took me so long, honestly. And then at some point, I was just like, I'm just not going to do it because it just takes too long.
Or you could just go watch it. Immersion, listening, see what's happening, guess.
If you're trying to see the Japanese. Funny little cartoons of me playing kendama, where it's like what it literally says is like whatever you're doing in the middle of that kendama. It's like at work, middle of work, kendama. Middle of eating, kendama. Middle of a date, kendama. Going to the bathroom, kendama. Yeah, and then
but I mean, it's
funny.
It's 80% accurate.
You know what? I have done all of those things. I can't lie. So,
nerds unite.
I have played while going to the bathroom. I have played while on a date.
Yeah,
definitely played at work.
What was the last one?
While eating. I mean, dude, yeah. I've made an edit while working. Raw Dama's on fire. I was getting paid while making that edit.
Oh yeah,
making all those pile of wood burn and disappear.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Because getting paid $250 a day to smoke hella weed and just play kendama mode and light big ass fires. And then I had nothing to do while those fires were burning, but we couldn't really go anywhere.
Plant trees. There you go.
What a good gig. It was beautiful. And then of course, when I go on a date with someone, meet someone for the first time, it's like, you're like, yeah, okay. Well, what do you do? I'm going to Japan. I'm about to go to Japan, or I just came back from Japan.
Yeah.
Or I'm in Japan.
Oh my gosh. So much stuff. Okay, we're going to take a little hook break. Justin, is that Jay Boogs? Having an important question. I have an important question.
No, Justin Horvers?
Is there a thing, Justin Horvers? Is there a thing of too much bevel licking? I find I do it every trick, even the non-stalls. So that
sounds like too much to me,
that might have become the bead reset.
Oh shit!
For modern kendama.
Actually, that's a good point. Actually, I do both. I'm kind of fucked. I'm just yanking and licking. I mean, this is
so for people who don't know.
If you're ever gonna make a GIF of Damanerds, it was that last frame right there where we're both just like.
If you guys don't know, so before bevels were a thing, for a long time we dealt with just beads and having it, tangle up, and you just have to straighten it out. We did a good amount. He watched me do a good amount of that today, and so to unwind it, sometimes we would just give a little.
I still to this day do this.
You still do, yeah.
Not only because
you want to pop that,
but it works.
You want to pop that bead out because it's probably caught on some of the wood that's inside. And all the worst is when it's super super set in there, when the bead gets stuck. Back in the day,
bearings are bad for that actually.
Yeah. But so that's the thing. So yeah, so to answer the question,
yes.
To answer the question, is there too much bev licking?
Yes.
Is it? There is.
Yes.
I mean,
if you lick it too much, it's just fucking drenched, and it doesn't work. It's counterproductive. So
it can really okay. So Sue is big into spraying his
I saw that. We went to the Sulab Jam yesterday, and there was a
He
fucking.
has
They're all
a
seshing in a circle,
spray
and they
bottle.
had
They
a
got, like-
spray bottle in the middle, and they're all fucking just taking turns spraying their Tama. They put it down in the middle, and then
Just
come back and then do your trick.
moistening,
And I was like-
as much as possible, and it, of course, it stalls like crazy. But
I mean, the friction clear helps.
the ill effect of that is that, especially like this was before. I think he had friction clear, and he was doing that a lot with his Tamas. Like when he was like doing a lot of like RWB making sinks at the beginning, and so they just had normal natty Tamas. He would just drench it pretty much in this amazing kind of high end mister that you like pump like air into, and then like you turn it on, it's like
Yeah.
and it's just like this nice mist like for like plants, like a botanist or something, and it would just overusing it would just like open up the grain so much. It was like just like a flower blooming, like all the grain would like open up too much. And then it was like this weird wonky surface. So there is too much, but licking,
Because the wood can swell up too much, right?
yes.
We've
So
seen it
that's an
happen.
extreme version, and of course, I don't think like you probably could get there with just licking with saliva.
I mean, you might.
In this case, I think it was just enhanced or put on a speed track with the just misting, like putting actual water in there.
I mean, I've the original Space Lab. There was fucking in the morning after that party. There was a fucking Ozora where the big cup was split in half. It was all swollen and shit because we were using it as a shot glass all night.
Oh, okay.
And by the morning, it had absorbed everything that was left in it.
Well, hey, and now recent Damas like this one right here, you could definitely use.
Oh, buddy,
it as
there's a shot. It comes fucking right installed inner, fucking all the extra services you could ever want. Electric doors, power windows, fucking new Sweets mod. Get it on the legendsite.com.
Matthew Jorgensen.
Fucking
new legend.
Yoshi.com. That's the one.
Yoshi.com. I mean, Yoshi colors. Green.
Yeah, look at that.
So yeah. And so yeah, good question. Anyone's got a question? We're here hanging out, just jamming. This is a special episode. Not even sure if I'm going to be posting. Probably not going to post this as an audio episode. This is going to live here on the YouTube channel.
Fuck yeah.
Trying to do some live stuff. And hey, just little announcements for things that are popping up and coming out,
Yo, I actually have a couple of those.
We have some stuff.
Yeah, I had a couple of those.
We got some stuff. So
you guys know what day it is? Fucking, it's almost January 1st.
Almost January.
So, that means it's a new year.
So that means we should all make a new edit
for the New Year New Edit competition, which is happening yet again.
Flip tables.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, not this one because we need this one. Otherwise, you won't hear us.
Not at all.
We'll just be a couple nerds flipping tables and waking your kids up.
Oh, God.
That'll be great.
So, yes.
So New Year New Edit comp is happening yet again.
Of course.
2024. There's going to be prizes on the line. I will be offering up some hand turns.
Get your kendama notebooks ready. Pulling out the tricks because this is your chance to make an edit.
Just have some fun. Get out there, film some shit, slap it all together into the timeline, throw a nice song to it, see what you come up with. Maybe you have a concept in mind. Maybe you're like this man and make a fucking movie. There's options. If you're looking for inspiration, there's playlists from the last few years. There's a whole Instagram of all the sponsors and the prizes that they individually chose that they were looking for. And also me announcing which ones were winners of which one. So you can see which prize went to which edit. And then you can say, okay, well, this company chose this prize and they're maybe doing it again this year. We'll find out later when I get all that information and post on Instagram. So maybe I can gear myself towards this to win a prize from this company.
Yes. Great example, our recent guest, Ole Bowl on Damanerds. He went in and Sweet said, Whirlwind Warrior.
Dude.
Which, I didn't understand that. It's like, oh, yeah.
That was such a beautiful little entry. I love
2 minutes of whirlwinds.
Did you count how many whirlwinds he did?
69.
69.
No Bajuku.
Shout out Mr. Bowl.
So that's something you can do. And I think that's really cool because that has evolved because the first 2 years, it wasn't like that. And then the third year, more people jumped on it, and more people were like a little more, receptive of, okay, what are people looking for? What are companies looking for? And they're like, all right, I'm going to focus in on this. So
and that's like kind of why I wanted to make this, was to make it more like expansive, to more expressive,
and it gives you even an idea if you're someone who's like thinking about it, like, I don't know what to do. Should I do like this? Maybe you're just stuck in the planning phase. Once you see some of the prizes, or I should say the awards, the categories from each company, that might give you, a path to follow and to just go for.
I mean, it's one path to take. There are many. The choice is yours.
But definitely take part if you can. The toughest thing, I think, is that it's in January, and some places where people are living, it's pretty fucking cold. So it can be a challenge. I've been lucky in the past few years. There's a few days where I found myself being pretty chilly outside doing recording, but I wasn't seshing as hard as like some of the other people that I see like deep in snow throwing down.
I love to see it.
Kudos.
I mean,
massively.
It's great. It's a great thing, and that's like what I love about it. I love to see the different backgrounds, the different sceneries. I think that's one of the awards. The Banger Background Award has been one of the awards. That's the whole point. Is I want to spread the most amount of prizes to the most amount of people as possible. I don't want one person to come in and sweep the whole thing and take everything. I want everybody to fucking go.
Right.
Ideally, if it was viable for me, I would love to just anybody who entered, just give them a hand turn. I really would. But that's a lot of time. And I don't think I have that much time.
Yes, that is very true.
Maybe I'd give you a discount if you entered.
But still, I think like the comp probably has like the most amount of like prizes in like this various category style, where I don't like other competitions or whatever, like prize pools, like
you're not wrong. Actually,
people are giving kendamas. Companies are like sponsoring by giving kendamas and stuff. But this is the one's like most unique. Like maybe you're getting a kendama, maybe you're not.
Or maybe something else. Like Finlay Hats has sponsored other companies. Like I'm open to anything. Like if you're a clothing like Clothe the World sponsors, Rage Quit sponsors. I mean, granted, both of those companies now have like collab damas with other companies, but that's you can still win a sick kendama.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what we all want, sick kendamas. But so be on the lookout for that.
So I got a question for you, bud. I got two snacks here. We got either some the English says moist dried sweet potatoes.
They're adding a lot of English.
They really are.
Yeah.
I like the moist dried sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes. Or some other potatoes.
Super good.
Oh, so good.
Those are good.
There's no way this isn't good.
Gomabura.
Yes.
Sesame seed oil.
Norisho to gomabura. Aji.
Seaweed,
sesame
salt,
and seaweed salt. Yes.
And sesame seed
Calbee
oil.
chips.
All right.
These ones, the regular seaweed ones, are like some of my favorite ones that I normally get in Japan if I get chips.
Yeah.
And I've never seen the sesame seed ones. So let's wait. I was about to pop up. Which one?
Oh, Travis got questions. Are we participating in Battle at the Border? I am not.
I'll be there.
Hey, he's the traveling nerd. The wandering nerd.
That's why you should buy my kendamas to help me get there.
Yes. If it's a pro mod on the Terrace site, if it's one of his hand turns, one that you could definitely have, would be happy to have in the collection. I'm that's why I'm a happy boy recently.
I'm making the call.
No, do it.
Where is that bad boy?
I got him hanging.
You got him hanging.
It fits nicely on the old
John
clip because of the small cup.
So I had to bring my fellow nerd here a nice little nerdy goodness. Straight out the rod shop.
There it is. Oh, booty hole is there. We got a nice Zebrano on there with the maple. Got a friction clear light. And the Poindexter. Cover your eyes.
My eyes are closed, bro.
There we go. Beautiful. Thank you so much for this, bro.
Yeah, dude. It's my pleasure.
Some of the coolest stuff. And he said it to me when he gave it to me. You know, there's an old school vibe to it. You know, cups are small.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. It's my kind of jam.
Because
it's
half of
slingy.
it started in the old school a little bit.
Oh yeah,
That's why.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. 2015, you started piecing this thing together.
So this was a blank that I put together, and I think about 2015 at the terrace shop, and I found this in the blank when I started turning. Cover your eyes, bud. Avert your eyes.
There it is.
And yeah, so I got this little black kind of dark wood hole, like wormhole kind of thing in the wood, right at the laminate spot.
Yeah.
Sobrano has those a lot, and I remember these pieces being a little bit janky, and I kind of left it to chance and went for it, and this showed up, and I started turning it, and I was like, fuck. And I didn't want to deal with it at the time, so I just took it off the lathe, and I think I had another one glued up and ready to turn anyway, so I just kept working kind of thing.
Yeah.
Rather than wasting time with it. And it ended up sitting in a box forever. And then once the terrace shop moved and everything, I ended up taking like some of the wood and stuff. And this was one of the pieces was this.
Yeah.
And so when I set up my lathe in my new shop that I have now.
New shop.
I
turning goodness.
Yes. This was the first thing that I threw on the lathe once I sharpened all my shitty tools that I have and whatnot. I spent about 3 hours sharpening tools, and then I just turned this bad boy out. And the Cerado was already shaped, so it's got the old school size cups.
Yeah.
Which weren't scooped out. It was still all a piece. I hadn't cut it off yet, so I had to cut it off. And then I made
your traditional,
little new gen can though.
Those
fatty base cup.
But still, it's on the edge. It's on the edge of being bigger, especially at the time.
I always made big cups though.
Yeah.
Even now, usually my cups.
Ooh, look at that base cup.
Yeah, this base cup is new gen Steez. It can't be as big as the sweets one. It gives it a run for its money though. And this is a fatty. Fatty sweets.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you eat too many sweets, bro.
Sweets.
You get a fatty base cup.
So, support the wandering nerd.
Yes, please.
By picking up, and he's got a new shop. He's turning. If you're following his Instagram, he's doing live streams here and there, and that's going to connect into something. Going to be doing a little more live streaming.
Yeah.
In the future.
Yeah. Yes.
So be on the lookout for that type of stuff. Me as well with Kendertianment, going to be trying to do some live streaming. I discussed it on a weekly Dama news in the past, trying to figure Twitch out a little bit. First I got to figure out the name, right?
Yes. I mean, it starts with a T.
and then working our way, just trying to figure out something that we could do that is fun for everyone to watch and gives everyone some value of the kendamas even that I have, or the kendama knowledge that I have.
Absolutely.
To share it.
And why not? That's what we're doing right here.
Yep.
Just like these guys. What up, Justin Clement? What up, bud? Long hair gang is right. Let's go.
Nice. Travis Lynch got a question. Rod, can you make a can that's vertically half and half wood? I have an idea of a custom I want for someone, but don't think I've seen it from someone. I mean, if vertical, so the
vertical half and half wood, that's like this, but if it was half and half,
great.
Avert your eyes, bud. Avert your eyes.
So I mean, the sweets, one of the sweets splices I remember was half. What was it? Beach and half,
or the
cherry.
Cerado.
The whole thing. I believe it was the whole thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same as this, except you just spin the Cerado 90 degrees before you drill the hole, right?
So is that possible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. I've made several like that. Actually.
There you go. Travis, he's your man.
So, send me a message, bud. If there's something specific you want, if you're like, yo, you have an idea and you think it's something, I'm super down to work on shit and make stuff. And I'm looking for excuses to try new ideas and whatnot. So, let's do it. Also, Roger, to answer your question, any tips for new people turning kendamas? I would say my first bit of advice that I've ever thought was the biggest piece of advice. Well, I was going to say safety second, actually.
Oh,
because the first one,
I mean,
not just
then
because
you're going to end up on that.
No. The first thing is sharpen your fucking tools. Often. Always. Keep them sharp as
every day.
Fuck. I don't sharpen them enough.
I've heard
a few times a can. I've heard every couple minutes. Depends on the wood.
recently I watched this TV show that talks about like craftsmanship in Japan, and they were talking about these dudes who make, you know, that really like light wood that they have here, and they usually make tansu, like a not bookcase. What are they called? Like drawer units out of, like from back in the day, and they had like locks on them and shit. And it's like super light wood.
Is it not the same that they use?
And it
for like
doesn't burn. There's some weird like I don't
what
know.
is it?
Anyways,
now I need to know.
Well, like it doesn't easily burn. But so they talked about these, and they're like, you know, like hundreds of thousands of dollars for this like one unit, and they're all handmade. And the dudes who are, what is that called when they're planing it?
Yeah.
They interview them and they're talking about the whole process and everything, and they're like, every like day, like in each day, multiple times they will like stop and like correct their tools and double check their tools.
You have to
clean their or like sharpen or something. Where I feel like, you know, most people would just be like, all right, it still works. There you go. Throw a WD-40 on that shit. All right, it's good for a month.
I mean, even in like, you know, like I've been playing Zelda lately. I broke down and bought a Switch at the Nintendo store. I wanted to play Zelda. If you fucking use the tool too much, it breaks.
Yeah.
You know, and it's the same thing. It's like, you know, if you want good shit, it starts with a good tool.
Yeah. So,
and if that shit ain't sharp, it ain't gonna cut nothing. And if it ain't sharp enough, it'll fucking just tear the wood, and everything will look like shit. And it's, you know,
no bueno.
It is no bueno.
What do you want to do next beer?
Yeah, dealer's choice, but I chose the last one.
Let's have time to look at. So these are.
I was wondering about that. I had an idea.
These are two IPAs, so we want to have those at the end because they're going to destroy the flavor. We got a golden Belgian style,
and the amber ale,
and the Canadian amber.
I'll let you choose whatever one you think.
The 500s, it's so much liquid with a single flavor, so I'm going to jump it.
No, let's do it. Do it. That's fine. I love it.
Freestyle Belgian Golden from the Yoho.
Damn. You know, Travis, I get the financially challenged shit, man. Don't worry. Fucking honestly, if you just have a little budget, whatever, hit me up. We can talk about whatever.
About
if it's somewhat reasonable.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
exactly. You know, it doesn't.
I gotta pay for my shit as well, unfortunately.
Exactly.
But I'm super happy to try and help a homie out in a hard time.
Right. I'm on the side of that. It doesn't hurt to ask and just, you know, talk about it. It doesn't mean like
it won't hurt my feelings if you lowball me. Also, is what I'm saying.
I mean,
you know,
just come open and be like, you know, here's my budget. What is possible?
1,000%. That's what I'm looking for.
That's it.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm willing to spend. What can I do? I mean, I get this kind of talk when I'm doing like design work for people, and I feel like with design, like maybe with the kendamas too. I mean,
like
it's
art. It's the same kind of thing. It's hard to like put a price on.
It's hard to put a price on, and not only that, it's hard for. I don't want to like not talk down, but like for people who aren't in the industry to know like how much it should be, and it's so hard to like. Figure out, and it's like almost like depending on the person's professional level, depending on what is needed, like prices can vary. It's not like, oh, I want a logo, how much would it be? It's like, well, what is involved?
Yeah, like what kind of logo we're talking about.
Can I help
like,
you?
Is it a circle?
Exactly.
Or is it like a
and that's something that I've learned to do if I do any kind of design work for anybody freelance. I say like right at the beginning, I'm like, okay, what you want here? Okay, cool. Before we go deeper, what's your budget? Do you have a budget? And what is it? Because really, at the end of it, it's just a waste of time for both parties.
That's what I was going to say. It has to be a mutually beneficial thing.
And it doesn't, you know, not like in a negative, like, oh, you fucking wasted my time. No, but like, it's just like,
but it does become that if it's not dealt with
at the beginning,
and like talked about. It's like any kind of relationship shit. You got to talk about everything. Doesn't matter if it's business, personal, nerdly, beerly. Here we are.
5-year anniversary. 5-year anniversary.
Nice,
there we go, right? Some craft quality. That's what I wanted. I'm scared about that amber.
That's fair.
Absolutely
fair.
You know?
Absolutely fair. It is a premium malt. It's just the classic fucking Japan beer shit. So like
is making me.
Yeah, I guess it's a malt beer. You don't like the malt
Yeah,
thing.
no way.
Yeah.
I don't want malt. I want beer. Call me a snob. I'm fine with that. Give me beer. And that's one reason why, like, at the beginning when I came to Japan, like, you know, we're all about excited, you know, learning this new stuff and going to different izakayas, like Japanese bars and stuff, trying different foods. And you're whatever's on tap or whatever you have to drink. You know, I'm going with the beer route. I'm not doing cocktails or hard liquor. And yeah, it's always malt because it's a cheap kind of beer. It's a malt alcohol. So yeah, but it's like that stuff is just so bad. It's so bad. And now I'm like, what? Like people are like, oh, come out, MJ. I'm like, if I go out, I usually don't drink.
Really?
I'm like, I'd rather spare my liver.
Wow.
Because, or I'll be like, okay, what time we need to be there? Go to a kombini, find like a yona or two, or aooni, grab an aooni, pound it, and then go and not drink.
That's so funny. I mean, I respect it. I would much prefer to drink the nicer stuff, like a little in small amounts, than to just like pound chuhai, because that shit fucking. You wake up the next day and you're just like, whoa. Yeah, ukon no chikara saved my life, yo. I'm not convinced that shit fucking works, honestly.
I'm not sure either.
I've tried it. I've tried it.
We've tried it. I think even like in one of our recordings, like I picked a few up. I mean, we downed it like before we started drinking and stuff. But it's like, yeah, I don't know. But in any case, it tastes good. So, hey, well, why not?
Yo, cheers, Brad. Love you too, bud. Crack that brew.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was in an izakaya the other night with all the Crom squad and the GT squad, and Yuka came out. So we went ham. We were in this izakaya. Dude, you wouldn't believe the bill that we got. It was crazy.
Yuka,
Fatty Bill came out. But anyway, while we're in there,
Yuka, I did a shotgun interview with her, the kendama gyaru.
Kendama gyaru.
Yeah. So go.
We
all
love Yuka. She's the best.
The best. But yeah, you know, so
dude, if it wasn't for Yuka, I don't know if us Gaijin would have made it this far in Japan. Straight up.
True. At the beginning, you know,
she did so much.
Tamotsu's English is not what it is now.
I mean, that's not even the problem. We were the problem.
But, okay.
You know, she was the one that was like, guys, you can't fucking do this because of this. And we were like, yes, Yuka, you're right, Yuka. Because that's all you can say to Yuka. You can't argue with her. What do you want to high heel up your fucking ass? There's no way.
And I mean, she's the coolest. Like, I mean, you know.
No, absolutely.
It's like, yeah, just nothing but the utmost respect for Yuka.
Absolutely. But yeah, so we went out with Yuka and fucking had this massive bill. I remember looking at the thing and I was fucking wasted. And I was like, saw 26 mega highballs, which were like these mugs. Like big fucking mug, 26 of those, 26
Rolf
beers
mugs.
plus other shit amongst that, and like all the food. It was a night. It was a night, and the reason I thought about it was because the ukon no chikara thing. This girl came in, and I'd never seen this in Japan before, where she came in just soliciting this like pre-game thing, which is what we're talking about. The ukon no chikara means the power of ginseng, the ginseng root,
which
is so they make these little drinks that you can buy in the convenience. A tiny little bottle. It kind of looks like a 5-hour energy bottle if you're, you know, same kind of size, like whatever. Anyway, you crank that little fucker open, you chug her, and then apparently
they're advertised to be like good.
There's pictures of your liver and shit on some of them.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah,
so
it's a pre-drink like hangover medicine kind of thing, which. Anyway,
if it works, we don't know.
So
some
this girl came in
yes,
and she's like trying to sell it, and she's talking about it, and it sounds all nice, and it's a liquid, not a gel pack. And then fucking
Jacob knows.
She
gel pack.
But the funny
the first
thing
time I had
that
one, I was like, oh,
dude. But I was already like two or three mega highballs in. You know, and I had beer before that, and I'm just like, lady, you are too late. You don't know which room you just walked into. You know, like it was pretty funny.
28 mega
I kind of felt bad because afterwards I was like, I mean, I wasn't mean, but I was just like, you're way too late. You know, like I was just blunt about it, I guess. And I just
direct.
Yeah, it was funny.
Oh man, but that's what you do when you come to Japan. You hang out and you know, you connect and you have a good time. And like, especially, come on, guys, 10th year of KWC, 10th year of Catch and Flow,
5th year of nerds,
5th year of nerds. Like we have all reached a new level,
dude. We've been around for a while.
Confidence
at this point
and power.
Yeah, a little
so it is so awesome. And you know, that's another reason why, like, you know, you just have to fucking hang out with you. You have to,
dude,
squad up.
She's a hard one to get a hold of these days. She's busy as fuck.
Yes, yes, I know. There's been times that she's reached out. I got a few gigs from her.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, I got a Dama gig.
Working.
You know, she's helping
she's
out.
She's working.
Doing it. And it's awesome that she still has kendama, like, has not forgotten kendama.
No,
not at all.
Hell no,
not at all. Still supports.
Dude, after that night in that izakaya, we went to the Shibuya Scramble, and we hung out there for like 5 hours, all of us.
Yeah,
just playing kendama and fucking around and drinking more, and it was great.
It's 2014 all over again.
It was super old school.
Minus
vibes.
The cardboard box you're jumping over.
Yeah, well, we also didn't have the fireworks. I mean, Shibuya Square, I feel like you don't get away with fireworks.
Nope.
Well, maybe actually.
Can't do that. Another question came in from Brad Willard. Hey, you must discuss Rod doing forward moon UFO toss to any loon on Catch and Flow stage.
He sent me that video earlier. He was like, "What the fuck?" and just sent me this video, and I was just like, "Yeah, sick." But my favorite part about that video is Nick Stott is standing in the background.
That's when you had the dreads. That's when you were like, "What up?"
That,
like at the end, right?
That was the year that I beat Nick Stott. That was maybe my best showing at Catch and Flow ever, actually, because my qualifier run. I remember I fucking banged it out. It was sick. There's a clip of me doing like a spacewalk line, which I had never done on stage before, where I throw a spacewalk, but in like kind of like goon style. But instead of catching the tama, I kick it in a slap back, but I use my foot only. Yes, so I'm like holding the can and I throw the can, kick the tama back to catch the can again, reverse the direction, and then I did the classic Rod like swirl swap spike. But like it all flowed together really sick, and like and that was when I was just like, "Whoo, I'm on today, bitches! Let's go! What's up?" You know. And then, but honestly, that trick, that like toss UFO inward loon, that is like a classic stage trick for me. When I'm like. When I'm feeling it, that's what I huck. Like I've done that at EKC.
Sometimes you get stuck hucking.
I've done I try not to. That's one that like it's either a first or second try, or I don't. I try not to continue. That's one thing with freestyle is you got to keep flowing. And if you get stuck on a trick, then you're fucked. But you're in a hole.
Not only like getting stuck, like continuing to try to do it, but like when you run, like when your mind just is like racing and you're like, this. And then at the end you walk off, you're like, I did the same like one trick like 3 fucking times. That has happened to me so many times.
I mean, I always go
just like a little
back
panic.
into dude. When I go into panic mode, I just start hucking moon circles. And then I'm all of a sudden like moon circle midair, and I'm like, where am I going with this? Am I catching the tama? Am I catching the can? It looks like a can, I hope.
And you're not sure, dude. You're just hawking. The last one was in 2019 when I jumped on stage for Catch and Flow again. And I found myself just like hawking. And I'm like, wait, I'm not confident in this. Like as it's like in the air, I'm like, what am I catching?
Yeah. And you're like can I just have a quick restart? Just a quick one? Just once, please. Can we just run it back?
Past like 10 seconds.
Yeah. Run it back. You know, I was about to say some stupid shit. I was about to say there should almost be a 10-second rule. You know, like within the 10 seconds, you should have a button to reverse it. But this ain't no video game. This is fucking Catch and Flow. You get up there, you do that fucking shit in that moment, or you don't, and that's how it is.
It's Catch and Flow. If you catch that time at the good time, you're on it.
If you're catching and flowing, then you continue to catch and flow. And if you're not, then you don't.
Yeah.
Then you join the crowd.
And then you enjoy the rest of the
catching and flowing
game and the event. Oh man, and this one was one to see. Of course, everyone, you know, check out the YouTube official Catch and Flow replay of the live that happened. It was hilarious. Like, you know, we did the live stream. Coach has set it all up for me, and then he's just like, hit these buttons. I'm like, all right, and we were doing. I was like in it and stuff. Luckily, I was like, yo, what happens? Like, he had like a few devices that were out. And he's like, okay, this is how you switch this. This is how you switch this. There was like one panel. I was like, what's that one? He's like, yeah, don't touch that one. I was like, okay. If someone does touch that one, like, what should I do? He's like, okay, just make sure it's on one. And there's one time I forgot that when Wyatt was co-hosting, and all of a sudden we lost the feed to the stage cam, and we're like, oh no. And I was like, shit. I grabbed my phone. I'm about to like message Kota. And then I glance over at that one box and I see that it was set on 2, not 1. I was like, oh, wait. I clicked 1 and it was like, angels.
Really?
And coming through. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
I can't imagine, but like, of course that would happen while Wyatt's on there.
Yeah.
You know?
It might take time. It's going to take time. I don't think so.
All right. That's fine.
So it was insane. So go back, or hey, you know, Isaac was there. Lotus Kendama, he's cranking out so much content over on YouTube. So he was there, and he brought his camera, and he filmed a lot of the bouts, and even some of the qualifier rounds for the people who did qualify. I think he posted those as well. So it's cool to see, because it's like, what kind of shit was good enough to make it into the one-on-one battles. So I think it's really cool that he did that. In the past, 2019, I didn't, you know, we were hanging out with like Mash downstairs, drinking beers and stuff, going to the Combini.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
Last year I was in a different headspace.
Yeah. So we didn't do that, but Isaac has some of the people, and he's posting. So go check out the Lotus YouTube channel for that. The first ever I've seen from Kuwaito, double IPA.
Should we do that one?
And this is a classic.
Yeah.
I say, yeah, I don't know how much longer we can go. We're on kind of a bit of a time restraint here, guys.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, how much time do you think? Like an hour?
From now, I think that'd be too much.
No, I mean, how long are you going to need?
Oh.
Well, quick little nerd interjection. Sorry.
I mean, it might be a little more.
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with that if you're down.
It might be a little more. And then with the beers that I've had, I might even pass out myself.
And that's okay too. I mean, fuck it. All right. That's fine. All right. Prism it is?
Prism. Do the prism.
All right. Full disclosure, MJ has to put his little boy to sleep.
Yes.
And he's a difficult boy sometimes for sleeping, it sounds like.
Sometimes, yeah.
Well, what
he
chooses
to hang out with me, and like he'll sleep with me well. So that's where the little restraint comes in. So, you know,
so we don't have a whole lot of time left.
But hey, one of those you know, specific things that we want to talk about, and
I saved that. Ooh, let's go.
Is that, hey, for all the patrons, me and Rod are going to be hosting a Zoom meetup.
Yes.
For the patrons. Tomorrow morning our time. So for everyone watching now, tonight.
Yes.
In the evening. So make sure, if you are signed up to Patreon, check your email. If you get a message from there, I will be posting the Zoom link.
It's going to be a special premiere, actually. And you know what? If you're in here, I'm going to tell you what it is. I finally put my footage together for a Mexico edit. So when I was in Mexico, that was 2.5 years ago now, 3 years ago now, I filmed a little bit. I didn't go too hard. I was there for 7 months, so I did get some footage and a lot of B-roll and a lot of stuff here and there and whatever. So I slapped an edit together. It's 11 minutes long. So we're gonna watch it together. MJ hasn't seen it yet either.
Nothing. I haven't seen nothing.
Yeah. So
I just heard he's been to Mexico. I don't even know if it was true or not until we watch this episode.
About to find out.
Edit.
I'm pretty stoked on it. It's not like the bangingest tricks, but it's some good old fashioned rod vibes. You know, I was with people who weren't Dama players, so I was like,
yeah,
no, I'm gonna stop and film a trick, but I'm not gonna make you wait for an hour while I sit here and grind this fucking trick. You know, so it was like one of those where it was like 10-minute tricks kind of vibes. But anyways, on to the next beer. Cover your fucking eyes.
On to the next beer. This is a Kuwaito Prism. Dude, for all the gaming nerds out there, Final Fantasy, the game, If you're a player, cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
On the premium. I've never tried this. This is really recent. Like within this month, I think they just dropped it, and I saw it.
It smells amazing.
Oh,
yes.
Ooh, ooh, hefty.
It's like
But
not
good.
though. It's chill for
At the end. At the beginning, it hit, but then it chilled out. Bitterness is there a bit for
that's
me.
nice
On the side of the tongue. But for all the Final Fantasy heads, in Japan, they released Potion.
No way.
You could go to the Konbini and buy Final Fantasy Potion to level.
What did it do?
To heal your XP or HP. You could choose. There's 2 flavors.
What was it? Energy drink and Ukon no Chikara or what?
In ways, I'm not sure. But this definitely gives me the vibe, with that little crystal design right there, the prism.
That's sick, actually.
So cool.
That's hilarious.
Nerds.
Fucking nerds.
Deep
Dude, this
nerd,
country's
deep
full
nerding.
of nerds. Well, every country's full of nerds, so look at you all. You
In
little
different
nerds.
areas, we got 8 nerds in here right now hanging out, doing the live stream with us.
I love it.
But hey, maybe more on the replay. So let us know in the comments. Did you come in here for the replay?
Yes. Brad, to answer your question, you will see me at battle. I'll be there, bud. I haven't booked a flight yet, but I'll make it happen.
Yes. Yes.
Nankuru naisa.
When? Dude,
It's
like
Okinawa Japanese.
Oh, I
for
don't
it.
know.
It's like nantoka naru. It's like we'll figure something out.
We'll figure it out.
Nankuru naisa. I bought a pair of socks that say that on it. It's kind of sick.
Socks, more socks.
More socks.
Bought socks today.
I did buy socks today. Actually, I forgot about those socks when I bought today's socks. But hey, today's socks are pretty sick too, and you can always use a freshie pair of socks.
She socks.
The ones I
When
got
you're
were
the
sick too.
wandering nerd, yeah, it's easy. You got to change those socks, so it's easy if you just have a bunch of socks. Here we go, sock review with the wandering nerd. This is what we get on live streams.
Now I want to see what you nerds think about my sock choice. All right, so item number 1 is this one.
They're dope socks. They're Tabi
Wait,
socks.
not that one. This
So
one.
Tabi socks are
Tabi socks. You got the
split.
toe.
They're split at
Yo,
the toe.
virtualized, bro. Virtualized. Got the toe, split toe, and they fucking got Mount Fuji on them.
The rising sun.
And
The waves. There's no waves near Fuji, but hey, for the good
but
aesthetic.
there's TJ Kolesnik in my heart, so we're always making waves.
Oh, look at the top
And
part.
the top part is another
Hey.
virtualized.
Dude, it's
More-
the evening.
Yeah, it's got the evening vibe, and I didn't know that when I bought them. Actually, they're kind of sick.
Yeah, no, that I didn't see that at all. That they
They
were
got the classic little clips on
evening.
them and shit. Anyway, first pair of socks,
First pair of socks.
600 yen, a little steep, but not bad. Second pair of socks, I'm gonna pop them open so you can see the full.
Those are dope. I forgot you got those. Those were nice.
Second pair of socks. Oh, these ones are shorties. Sick. Little ankle guys, little whale socks. And because they open up,
Shorties.
they got the little whale mouth.
Yeah.
Little shorties, bro. Little tiny whales.
Those are dope.
Little beluga, baby beluga whale socks. I'm kind of stoked on them. And I also, while I was there, figured, hey, I found this, and this was the first thing I grabbed. Actually, I was like, if I'm gonna buy anything, then this is also coming
this is
with
what
it.
this is what started.
Because for those of you, a tenugui is kind of like a bandana / like tapestry, little piece of like arty kind of.
So
fabric.
bandanas traditionally are
Bandana-y.
square
Mhm.
shaped. Tenengui, the Japanese version, is a rectangle.
rectangle. I'm gonna unfold it here so you can see the beauty of it because I want to see it as well. Virtualized.
The love. Look at that Sada though.
Dude, it's
Hefty.
it's like that one they had on display in there actually.
red. Yeah.
I love
like
it.
the purple.
The color of the
The purple
Tama like
Tama.
fades into the string. I like it.
Yes. Yes.
We
Dude,
should.
have you ever seen how they make this stuff? It's intense.
I feel like I have, but I can't think of it.
So they dye the whole thing once, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then they also like they cover it with like some weird clay around the area that they need to that they want to make a different color, and then they inject it with like the ink that they want.
Whoa.
So this probably had like a little ring like this
I
big
see.
around the top, and just
But then it
jammed
bled
with
into the
red,
white
and then
part.
it bled over. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Damn.
It's so intense how they make tenugui.
Dude, yeah, that's so
But-
sick. I'm hyped on this.
It's a dog one.
Let's go. I did not get these at Don Quixote. Yo, shout out Travis Lynch. Thanks for the sock love, bro. I appreciate it. Sock lovers unite. Sock nerds.
Nerds unite. That's funny because I am pretty particular about socks myself.
Yeah. I'm not like
the
particular,
length,
but like of
the length.
Really.
Those ankle jams. Get out of here. Getting out of
here. These are summer whales, bro.
In the summer, yeah.
You know, they migrate.
They choke off the ankle. I
passed out last night with my ankle socks on. I woke up this morning looking like a Bigfoot.
Yeah.
My whole fucking foot was a different color than my leg.
I don't like it. I want like
maybe it's
highs,
an Okinawa vibe.
But I don't pull like those highs like you know the Chrome's got the pull highs that go like up to your knee.
I like those.
No.
I have a pair of those.
Just a few centimeter or two.
Look at that.
Too high.
Too high?
Yeah.
This is too high.
Fold that.
I mean,
this. What the fuck are we doing?
I like it.
This.
I like it. Like a regular ass sock. It ain't a ankle sock. It ain't a big sock. It's a regular ass sock.
A regular ass sock.
That's what I'd call it. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm calling it. Was a regular ass sock. It's
so
okay.
Like with these, like I wouldn't do those. But in any case, socks.
A regular, everyday, normal sock.
We're sock nerds.
Sock nerds unite.
Hey, another announcement that is happening right now. So if you're a patron supporter, thank you so much. We're going to be doing a special Zoom room where we're all chatting, hanging out together, doing a premiere of Rod's Mexico edit. Maybe other things, who knows? But we're going to be hanging out tonight, your time, if you're in the US, tomorrow morning for us in JP. And another bit of information is, hey, 5 years anniversary that deserves some new merch. Soon on the it's actually my art website that I have the Kendertainment merch on. I'm gonna be dropping a new shirt. Gonna be dropping a new shirt, new design. Me and Rod, you know, the holy grail of nerd merch, new style, and stoked for it. A design that possibly you've seen before, but a little different. So this one's coming out. It's not up as of yet because I've been busy. We've been busy. We're stacking clips today. Yes, you've seen it. I've shown it to you.
And now I know what it is.
Yeah. And yeah. So be on the lookout for that. I'll be making announcements about it. So that's another announcement just for the 5 year.
What time in Japan? Brad Willard's asking.
Ooh.
What time in the morning we thinking? Like 9, 10?
Okay.
11,
yeah.
12?
We're thinking around 10.
Cool.
10
I know
10 to 11.
The girls are gonna wake me up at 6 or 7. I'm not sure which. They threw around numbers. I told them they could wake me up.
Okay, you did.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Well, yeah. The girls,
I regret nothing. His girls are wonderful. They're fun.
They're gonna be.
We have
leave
fun.
the house.
When do they leave? At 7?
Big one leaves. Like a little.
She told me she told me she'd wake me up at 7. She's like, "Can you get up at 7?"
A little before 8, and then the second leaves a little before, like around 8:30.
Okay, because she's like, "Can you get up at 7?" But then she said something about waking me up at 6, and I was like,
"Yeah," because she wakes up.
You little sneak! What are you gonna do? I just told her, as long as you don't jump on my head, I'm good. That's literally what I said to her.
Be nice about it.
Exactly.
Just soft pokes.
Yeah, I mean no, she needs a little more than that. She's gonna have to wake me up. You know, she's gonna have to be like, Rod,
full face.
You know, like at least I need a couple degrees of movement, just a couple.
Yes. But yeah. So I mean,
hey, that's in like 6 hours actually.
Exactly.
Wonderful.
So be on the lookout for that.
Which is the strength of this beer. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's less.
No, it's 7.5.
Prism.
The Prism. It's dope. I definitely enjoy it. Yeah. I'm not stoked that they did that.
Dude,
so Koito is I live in Kawagoe, Japan. Koito is the local microbrewery here. I've been doing it for years, since before I moved to Japan. They've been jamming. They've changed their style a little bit, but still awesome beers that is around the Kanto area that you can find a lot of places. But in any case, hey,
good stuff.
Nerds.
5 years of nerds.
Everyone hanging out here, thank you so much. We're gonna get going in a little bit, but before that, if you have any questions for the nerds, now's the time.
Now is the
Let
time.
us know.
It's catch and flow time
in the chat.
It's type and answer time. Yeah,
That's
our freestyle event happening right now. Type and answer.
Let's get it rolling.
San, ni, each.
Speaking of freestyle, dude, how stoked were you when Nobu and Jake started spitting lines?
Oh my god!
At Catch and Flow,
I was jumping out of my chair. I was like, "Let's fucking go!" It was so funny, man. Holy fuck!
During the live, I was like, "Wait, is Nobu spitting right now?" Max Ida was with me next to me. We were like, "Wait a second!"
And then Jake started as well, and I was just like, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
So much, and that's just like another thing, another tick into like a point on how this year was just like outdid last year.
Dude, it did.
Somehow.
It did, actually.
It did.
The energy was higher this year, for sure.
And I was a little scared, like being a local in Japan now and seeing how EKC popped off the way it did. And like,
dude, the bar is very high.
How the bar was major high. But at the same time, I had plenty of confidence because I'm like, yo, it was high. Because Tio did the work to fucking get high receipts over there. And that's what made it like explode. And it was
that wasn't the only thing that made it, but that was a huge catalyst.
Massive.
Those little motherfuckers brought so much energy to all of the rest of everyone that was already there. Like without them, it still would have been massive.
Yes.
However, they brought this extra fucking power. We're talking about the juice from Final Fantasy. The elixir, the potion, the fucking Mike's magic stuff.
Potion is for HP, elixir is for XP.
I see. Well, there you have it. They brought all that shit, those high receipts to the EKC, and that's what really made it what it was. And then they brought that same energy this time. It was unfortunate that Soma didn't fucking make the finals, man. He was so fucking close. It was really hard as a judge, man, to like give numbers and do all that shit. And like
first time
it was very cool. Yeah, exactly. It was very cool to see the format and see how it works out though, with what I'm seeing and how I'm viewing the performance versus what the outcome was. It's very cool because I'm just putting in numbers, like I'm just giving them a difficulty level 1 to 10 and a flow level 1 to 10 for my shit. And everybody else did difficulty and their own category as well, and then those multiplied together to equal your score, and then all just added together. And I didn't see anybody else's scores. I didn't do the math. I didn't, so like I was just as surprised as anybody else to see that someone didn't make the finals
at the end.
And I was just like
right there. Right there.
That's like an interesting thing. Like we're in this interesting. You can say this at any given moment, but we're in this interesting time in kendama where like the skill level is so fucking high that we haven't peaked, but we were like almost at a plateau in a way. Where like we've all taken like what Fringe Case created and explored it to the max almost, like
to the point where like, the consistency is there.
And
skilled players.
Exactly. But there's also this invigoration of energy into the OG like flow and like a little bit of the dance vibe.
Dude, I mean Kaito. Heavily influenced by Dave. Dave. And seriously. And using the 1-up Ken, which is tiny.
You're talking about Yasu, not Kaito.
Oh, what did I say?
You said Kaito.
Sorry. Yasu. Corpse paint. And
Crazy Joker.
So using the 1-up Ken. And like I just recently got my hands on those. Did you see the kendama
he was playing?
Yes.
You did the interview. I know you saw it up time. Did you nerds see what it is? Because the super secret kendama. Yeah, it's super sick. The 1%. Super secret kendama.
The new Tama.
That
new
kid.
Paint.
I love that kid so much. He's such a fucking animal.
He is. And like He knows how good he is, but at the same time, he is super humble when he's
Oh, dude, off stage, he's like a different
stage.
person.
Yes,
he's a different
yes.
person.
He has
a
awesome
persona.
switch
Mm.
that he needs when he's on stage, and he knows how to fucking hit that switch.
My
to go into
understanding,
the
that's
mode.
kind of why he had the face paint this year. Was
That
it
was
was
another thing.
something to
A
like
stage presence.
Yes, exactly, and to like push himself into that character. He felt that that was something that he needed to help him become the catch and flow champion that we saw,
and
he did just that
from the get. Dude, from when he stepped on that stage with that face paint,
he had a presence.
Even downstairs when I did that interview with him,
with the big ass glasses,
with the
like,
massive like
those are just as
like
good as
Black
the face
Fly,
paint, honestly,
yeah, or
like,
Oakley matte, like those weird.
They're monster
those
glasses, dude. He's a fucking monster.
Those Oakleys that go like this.
I know those are from The Fifth Element, bro. I don't know.
But even when I saw him downstairs, it was like he was like in like a VIP, almost felt like the VIP era. The aura
It was the Yasu area.
was strong.
Yeah,
he was, you know, little by little turning up that notch to like put the face paint on and get in the zone, and he just dominated. It's amazing. Amazing.
I mean,
I don't know.
To be fair, the last match was really close.
Shinosuke,
he didn't just
threw
dominate.
down. No,
Shinosuke fucking came out
threw down. Yeah,
Shinchan is not to be underestimated for sure. I love that kid as well.
Not at all.
I spent 3 nights at his house staying with him and a bunch of the local homies and some of the Hiroshima homies like Tani and like those guys were there.
Nice,
and like
nice.
yeah,
the other
and Judio was there and
right.
Yeah,
The Ken Hall crew.
There was the Ken Hall crew, exactly. There was a squad of them like just filming and shit, and I just stayed there with them and mobbed around with them and just fucking played kendama and shit, and it was dope.
Yeah,
so you're like, yeah. Anyway, I love those kids, man. They're so sick. They
So
they
good.
get it. They're about the culture. They play kendama because they fucking have it within them. You know, it's not just like I want to be the best and then win. You know, it's
right.
It is that though. Like they are.
There is that
because they all recognize that they're all capable
Yes.
of that. They're all within that fucking tier, and like that is within grasp. You know.
Yeah,
It's all about, and I've said this 1,000 times, that like any competition comes down to being in the moment on that day, who's got the most fucking honage, you know? And
who can,
that's it.
Who can put it out
That's just
on
it.
stage.
You have to be there in that moment, and you have to be fucking honed. More honed than that dude.
Yes.
You know, and
Who
that's
you're
all
up
it
against.
is.
Yep.
Or dudette or whatever, you know, like fucking doesn't matter. That person, you have to beat that person.
That's it.
That's it. And then you win. So yeah.
And you take the nasty title, the crown.
The Crazy Joker title.
Oh man. I'm just waiting for round 3 next year.
Dude, yeah.
Those
We've
two.
seen Shinosuke and Yasu in the finals twice now.
Twice.
And it's been 1 and 1.
Yep.
So what's gonna happen
next year's
next
gonna really
year?
fucking make
Can
it.
they both make it there again?
Next year.
Man. Fuck. You know, I kind of hope I can judge again next year, but I also kind of just want to compete again. I really, really felt uneasy not getting on that stage.
Yeah.
I was fucking, by the end of it, I was a little bit, I wasn't pissed, but I was just like,
damn.
a little, I had like blue tamas, you know what I'm saying? I was fucking, I wanted to get up there and throw some tricks. And that's all I wanted. I didn't even care if I made them or not.
Yep.
And then fucking give me the string. I don't care. I just want to be on stage for a minute.
Be on
Because that's
stage,
catch
yeah.
and flow. That's for me.
Catch and flow.
Is like my time on
Seriously.
stage also.
Yep,
And to be there and to interact with the crowd and to like throw a couple tricks. And like, you know, Brad was talking about the year where I popped off and did some good shit. And I fucking beat Nick Stodd. And fucking that was a huge moment for me. Like that was just like, whoa. Like that was sick. Like,
yeah.
You know, and I missed that feeling this year. That was something that I missed out on this year's catch and flow. But I don't regret it in the least because I felt like I did well as a judge. I felt like I learned a lot by judging.
Yes.
And I feel like I have a lot to offer as a judge, being the person I am and the position I am and the things I've experienced within kendama, especially with freestyle kendama. And so,
dude, I think that's the evolution.
It is. I mean,
of how everything has played out
Mhm.
from being a player to being a judge to being someone
well,
who
to being
is
some nerdy little
being-
kid on the road at the fucking
Yeah.
Roots tour, to you know like
Yes.
to like meeting these dudes for the
Yes.
first time, and then all of a sudden getting your first kendama for free from whoever, you know, and then you build your way up the ladder. Not that that happened to me, but that's just an example. But, you know, and like building your way up the ladder, that is the progression. You know, like it's like the dude who walks off the street into a restaurant or a place and is like, "Yo, I want to work here. Like, here's my resume." You know, and then all you have to do is put yourself out there, and then next thing you know, you just keep working at it. You keep working at it, and you just fucking work at it, and then you're just head fucking chef one day, you know, or you own that bitch, man. And you never know where it ends. That's the beauty of life. You just fucking go, see where you end up, and even if you don't make it where you want to, you know, or where you know if you're not going to become king, whatever. There's one fucking guy. All that shit's weird. I don't know. You just go have fun.
Put the effort in.
Yeah, if you feel the passion. Fucking feed that passion.
Focus on it.
And that's what it is.
Yeah, feed it.
Feed that fucking
Make
passion.
time
burn
for
that fucking bitch to the ground.
Passion. And I feel like that's something that, you know, nerds are going to be doing 2024.
I fucking hope so.
Yeah.
I wanted to start with New Year, New Edit. I want to see that fucking passion in the videos. I want to see it. I want to feel it. And I know I will. I'm not worried. I have every other year. So
yes,
I just want to keep saying it to spread it, so more of you little nerdlings come out and nerd with me.
Nerd it out. If you guys don't know, New Year, New Edit comp is going to be happening. It's going to go down. Rod has his own account for that over on Instagram. We can get a lot of information for it. So follow if you have not already, and be on the lookout for info coming on that. And
everything will be announced on the
start planning. The first.
Well, not everything, but the rules will all be announced and everything as per usual. And I will be announcing sponsorships as soon as I can.
Yep.
It's
after the first.
You know, I'm traveling and doing shit, and I'm
until the first. Yeah, you're leaving Japan.
I'm leaving Japan on the day I'm announcing this shit. So and I have like 2 layovers. I have a 6-hour layover in fucking
that's true, Denver.
San Francisco, and then a 13-hour layover in Denver.
That's
so Brad, I might even see you soon. We'll see, buddy. But so I'm gonna be overnight in Denver on I think it's the first. I don't know how the time. I think it is the first. Yeah. But anyways, questions. New Nerds episode coming. Yes. Yeah, we talked about this in the beginning. Yes. We got 2 episodes in the bank. We have 2 episodes in the bank. One is with a homie over in the US, and then one is with someone who is here in Japan with us. But also a homie that lives in the US, who is now back in the US. Yes. And also back, you know, both of them also maybe represent the same company. They definitely do. It might. How many letters does that company name have? Wait. I was gonna add kendamas into it, so I was fucking around, but yeah, it's. So that's gonna be happening in here. So hopefully, So I've, you know, there's stuff that I have planned, but hopefully, definitely before the end of the year, episode 6. What is that, guys? Help me out. 6.3 will be going out for everyone's enjoyment and pleasure. Because we leisure. 6.4 and info right in the back. And then we got more, just let everyone know who's here right now. Weensies. Oh, I don't have one. I've never done this with my ring before. Let's see if I can. You're just going to fuck up your ring. Will I? Yeah, you are. Don't do that. It's my high school ring. I don't really want to fuck it up. But peanut butter? Peanut butter joke. I think I can open with it. Today we're talking about like how much we love peanut butter. Shit. Hold up. And oh my god. It almost worked. I thought it was going to. That's not gonna work now. Oh, that's too it doesn't have the power. Where's the uko no chikara? Where was I? I've lost everything. We need a bottle opener, MJ. I need a bottle opener here. I have a shitty kururin. I don't want to fuck your kururin up. Fuck it up. I don't use it. I will fuck it up. It's a kurizen. It's a kurizen? Okay, I'll fuck it up. Jesus Christ. You own one of these? I got it as a gift. As a win. For the I fucked it up. Fucking what was it? This is not going well. Why am I struggling so hard? These are usually not that hard. You know, this is better. Oh my gosh.
compose myself again, guys. This prism is kicking my ass.
I got it half open. It sprayed a little.
The Facebook Kendama community. If anyone's a community member, the top banner.
Hey,
There was a design contest for the banner, and I made a design and I won.
Oh shit!
And that is the design that you see.
Hell yeah!
And so for that, I got a bunch of stuff. There's an unboxing with me and Sue in the old Sue lab of where I unbox everything. And yeah, I got a Kurizen. Hilarious is the Kurizen. That's how you say it.
Because they were called Ryzen Kendamas.
Rise.
And
Okay.
They were the ones that ripped off GT, weren't they?
No, they ripped. Was that? I thought they ripped off, but they did like Res Kendamas.
Oh, that's not who I'm thinking of. My bad, actually. I was shit talking.
I believe the dude's name was Mac.
Yeah.
But still, doing stuff, making stuff. That's awesome. Is putting in the energy, definitely awesome stuff. But the funny thing was like in the video, in the paper that I got, it was like enjoy the maple Horizon, and me and Sue were looking at it like in the video. Go back, watch it. It's fine. We're both like, what? And Sue's like, no, not maple. No maple.
That's so good.
And I'm like, yeah, that's
fuck.
beach, right? We're like, yeah, beach.
Yeah, absolutely beach. That's why it crumbled under the pressure of this Kuwaito cap.
Any case. So hopefully, yeah, by the end of the year, you'll get the new app. It's a good one.
Oh yeah,
it's a good
one actually. It was
very good, very good, very nerdy.
I really
very
enjoyed
nerdy
that
dude.
one. Mm-hmm.
Yep, very nerdy. It's been in it for a long time. Of course, sponsored player. But hey, there's been other talks, dude. Speaking about waves, we've had someone in the chat of getting something done, and we almost did, but plans kind of fell through, and we weren't able to make a wave episode. But we're gonna be talking. So again, cool things, amazing things from loved players going to be coming in.
Yeah, we have a couple questions here.
Jacob Gill, let's go through. He was asking about the new episode. Where's the third nerd? I don't know. She's probably like hanging out.
Yeah,
in Vegas somewhere.
Being a nutritionist.
Yes, awesome.
Climbing a wall somewhere, probably doing a crazy Haley line at the top of said wall.
Maybe jumping on a skateboard here and there.
Yeah, it's a good question. Where are you at, third nerd?
Any kendama shops in Osaka. My girlfriend is going there soon.
Nothing but kendama.
Yeah, in Osaka is that
nothing but kendama is the name. It's a cafe. They have a bunch of kendama stuff for sale as well. They have actually it's one of the only places, maybe the only place that I know of that you can buy some of Zawa's goods. A lot of it is like whatever, I think he doesn't have sizes of everything. They had a pair of the Luzumaki Zawa collab slides, like fucking sandals.
Oh,
and they were so sick, and they were cheap as balls. And I was like, what the fuck? Why are these like $1,500 yen? They're like $15. I'm like, why? Oh. And then I saw there were like some little kid size shit, and I was like, I was like, I'm like, tiny. Where's my size, you fucks? And it's really funny. Anyway, in Osaka,
that's how it is. It's either super small, like massive, like quad XL.
It's true. I think I can't think of anything else in Osaka.
I
feel like you don't get out there very much, do you?
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah. I don't. So even like with nothing but kendama, I didn't know they were in Osaka. I know they were Kansai, but it's Osaka.
It's not like Osaka, like downtown, but it is in Osaka. Yeah.
Okay.
I know
Tombori area.
Hifumiya is another cool shop. The fucking homies they're in Amemura, like right downtown, pretty central in Osaka. And the shop's name is Hifumiya. So it's like Hifumi is another way to say 1, 2, 3 in Japanese. So and ya at the end just means it's a shop. So it's Hifumiya, the 1, 2, 3 shop, and they are like a hip hop kind of based store. They have like a recording studio in there. They have a whole bunch of albums for sale. They have a bunch of clothing and shit. The one homie that I don't know if he's the owner or whatever, his name is Hidadi. He's the fucking homie. He's a fingerboard fucking master, like wizard. He's so sick. They used to have a whole fingerboard shop, like table set up, like a whole skate park in there. Now they have it on the wall. I think I haven't been there in a while. But anyways, I believe have started selling kendamas because Hidadi got into it. and it was fucking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah. Anyway,
So
good,
that might be a
good
spot.
homies. That's a good spot to check out.
Hifumiya.
Hifumiya. God
Or nothing but
nothing but
kendama.
kendama. I can't think of any more in Osaka.
Those are two good ones. Yeah. No,
Um,
especially the nothing but kendama. That's
isn't the JKA office based in Osaka? Or is it fucking
HQ?
Tokyo?
Tokyo.
Is it Tokyo?
I believe. I've been to the one in Tokyo.
That must be Tokyo.
It doesn't
then.
seem super big.
I can't remember, honestly.
But again, it's
I remember going there and I remember what the
nonprofit
building looked like
organization, so-
outside, but I don't remember where it was.
Yeah.
But in any case, that's all I got for you at the moment, but I'm sorry.
There you go.
Moving on. Cheers from Italy. Yo, cheers from Japan.
Andrea. Yeah. Thanks.
I again haven't booked a flight or anything, but I'm gonna do my damnedest and I will see you at EKC, bud.
Yeah.
So,
I only dream.
and I'll bring this nerd's energy with me.
I dream.
Mm-hmm.
Family man. It's tough.
I mean,
it's a tough
you know,
thing.
your girls were asking me earlier, why don't you have kids?
Oh.
And I said, well, I don't have a wife. They said, well, why don't you have a wife? And I said, well, that's a good question.
Things are complicated.
Yes, they
Life
are.
is not as easy as just hanging out, playing games, and
Mhm.
doing some homework here and there.
Yeah, well, sometimes it is. But hey,
It can be, but hey,
But-
Andrea, yeah. Thanks
Mhm.
for
But
hopping in.
and to answer your question, yes, we will see you there.
Travis.
Travis, when are we getting the Rod X
Ooh.
MJ edit? Yo, we actually may or may not have been filming today for some shit that we have may or may not filmed
Been
the
filming
last
for-
3 times I was here.
So
We have a
for
little bit
year,
of a
we got some stuff.
stack of clips.
We got some stuff, and hopefully, with 5 years, that's a big number
Mm-hmm.
to be
Slap that shit out there.
slapping into. So yeah,
Some nerd tricks.
nerd edit is coming.
I'm stoked on it. It's gonna be good. It's in
I'm
good spots.
stoked.
A lot of Kawagoe goodness.
Dude,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of good shit. We're gonna be doing a little filming. Maybe it's even tomorrow. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. I'm not sure exactly when it's gonna come because there's a lot
Mhm.
on my plate for editing and putting stuff
We'll get
together.
cranking.
But it's coming. There's stuff that has been recorded.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Get stoked for it.
Yes. All right.
Spike,
Yo, Spike
Dama.
Dama. Yo, what's good? Fuck yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, shit.
Mm-hmm. I know you are a little bit stressing over here right now, aren't you?
12:30
Mm-hmm.
over here in the JP. I'm gonna get going. Because
Because we have a
Tomorrow's-
little man to get
tomorrow's
to
another
bed,
day.
and we have another day tomorrow. For us, a morning sesh. We got to get some sleep so we can get up and show you nerds my Mexico edit.
exactly, we have to figure out all the tech that we need to figure out for that.
You know, worst case,
Yeah.
we just avert our eyes and I'll hold my phone up to the camera. think
Do
it'll
one of
work.
them, Jims. So
Mhm.
yeah, so everyone, hey, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yes.
New stuff that's popping off. We're gonna be doing a Patreon only Zoom hangout
Mhm.
here with the nerds, showing off premiering Rod's Mexico edit, an 11-minute.
Sí. Es la verdad.
Oh, that's gonna be happening. So hey, if you're on the Patreon, even from the $1 tier up to the top, you're gonna be getting an email. So check your emails, check the Patreon website, and we're gonna be posting. I believe I can post a link up there. I've was it, Dama Dads, and I think they have like a Discord, and they do a lot of stuff through the Discord. But I
Mhm.
believe we could do it through Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely be on the lookout for that. It's happening within a few hours because it's our morning.
Within what time is it? Yeah, like
12:30.
8 hours.
8
9
hours. So for everyone in the US, again, evening time tonight. Be on the lookout. Open. It's
We'll be
all of a
back.
sudden, but we've been doing lots of stuff. We're just trying to figure out our schedules as well.
Mhm.
And we play it by ear, play it by every day.
Yeah.
We're like a wild like-
Nerdicorn.
nerdicorn.
Mhm.
I was gonna say like a gazelle, like
Yo.
in the African savannah, like
Neither
just
of us are African, bro. Check out
just
my
l-
fucking horn.
living day to day, just trying to survive.
Yeah, no, I feel you though. No, we are.
Exactly. So
We are
thank you.
the nerds of the nation.
Support. Be on it. You'll be getting a Zoom link for that. And hey, nerd merch, Kendertainment, got the hoodie.
Yo, nerd glasses. What's up?
We got a bunch of nerd gear, kendama gear, nerd gear that is up right now just for the month. At the end of the month, I'm going to be stopping this line of designs. And hey, from now on, every month there's going to be a new set of designs. Maybe it's going to be just one design. Maybe it's going to be like 2 or 3. We won't know.
Get them while you can.
So exactly, get them while you can.
Get them from.
So the website is incroillustrations.com. So it's my personal illustration, my art
illustrations, INCRO illustrations.
Yes.
.com.
And I'm pretty sure if you type in Kendertainment shop, you might be able to find it through that, like through Google and stuff. But yeah, so all the merch right now is just Kendertainment stuff, some nerd stuff as well. Hey, we're going to be posting up the 5-year Damanerds merch. It's a single design, maybe in a few different items or options that you can find. But hey, every month it's going to be something new. So hey, if you want something that you saw recently, dude,
and like you gotta feel these shirts are kind of nice. Actually, it's not just like
I like how thick they are.
Yeah, it's not just like Joe's shirt. It's fucking. It's
quality.
It's my fucking shirt. It's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I got some shit on my white shirt. Oh, we good. You guys should have seen. I fucking fell down a hill today holding a full coffee, wearing this shirt, and I saved the shit. I fucking slid. Apparently, I sounded like Mario.
Totally Mario.
Apparently, I was just like, whoa, woo, like, wahoo. I had
Mario
fun. I don't know. I Marioed the shit out of it. I stood up, had the coffee, a safe shirt, grass all over my fucking GT Sesh bag. But hey, we live to fucking sesh another day.
We're here.
We also hit a trick at the bottom of that hill. So,
be on the lookout, nerds. I'm not even sure. Probably Kendertainment. Any case, everyone, thank you so much.
Dude, yeah.
Hey, this is our usual not Rod hanging out at Nerd HQ,
or less than usual.
I guess. But I mean, hey, whenever you're here, this is what we do.
I mean, why wouldn't we?
Exactly. So happy to bring it to you for the first time on the YouTube live stream. So thank you everyone for hanging out with us.
Yeah, and everyone popping over from the gram, coming out of your comfort zone maybe. Yeah, and all you over on the ground, there's one of you in there. You fucking nerd. I know you're sitting there just listening.
You're like, wait, is this just a picture? No, we're moving. We're moving. But if you want to see us, not just my finger. Over on YouTube. But hey, I'm going to be posting this right away. It's going to be up in the archive. This isn't an official episode, but it is a celebration of our 5 years.
5 years of nerds. So a little 20% off Kuwaito Kampai.
I know.
Virtualize. 20% off Kuwaito Kampai.
I was like, wait, 20?
To you fucking nerds. 20%, bro.
20, of course.
20% off of fucking Kuwaito. I would, I'm going to keep this sticker actually. I'll put this on my next Kuwaito.
Thanks everyone for hanging out. And again, if you're a patron, check out your email address.
And if you're not, you got all day today of your time, all night tonight.
This is true.
Japan time, whenever you got a few hours, you got about 8 hours to hop into Patreon and to join in. It ain't much, and it's fucking
from the $1 tier,
lots of extra content. And to be honest, from here on out, I believe there's going to be a lot more extra content. So it's going to be a lot more worth it than it already has been in the past. We have a lot of schemes, a lot of little things on the back burner, ready to present to all you little nerdlings.
Nerdlings.
I'm so excited.
These small nerd pebbles.
You little pebbles. I just want to lick you all. I don't even care if I'm doing a bird or a spike. I'll lick all of you pebbles.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Anyway,
all right, we're having a good time. So we're gonna be having a good time tomorrow as well. Thank you, everyone. 5 years of nerds.
5 years.
5 years of this nerd ball. Thank you so much.
And here's to the next 5 years of nerds.
So the next 7 years. I finished already.
Yo, let's look quick. We can't be doing it like that. No, we cannot finish.
Another
like
5 years of nerds.
Another 5 years of nerd ball. Rolling around for 5 more years, 100 years of fucking nerd balls.
Thank you all for hanging out, and thank you all for supporting, and thank you all for just listening, sharing, and thank you all for opening your time that you have to get nerdy about kendama a little bit more.
Because all of us have limited time, so spend it wisely. Much love to all of you nerds. To
Thank
another
you.
5 years. Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
And on that, these nerds are
Out.
out.